Hello everybody, welcome to our Once Human Survival Guide. We are going over Season Goals Phase 2 Season Goals today, how to complete them. So today's episode is about territory goals in Phase 2 in the Tame the Staroid event. There we go, this one right here. So territory, so the first one that we have to complete is to use facilities in another metahuman's territory once. And basically what that means is if you have like a buddy, you can like cook or use their furnace or something, their vending machine, their wish machine, whatever it is, it basically on their territory. And if you don't have a friend, you can still complete this. You just gotta maybe use somebody's vending machine. I believe that does count. So you could just easily do that. You just gotta find somebody who has a vending machine, and then boom, just go ahead and make a purchase, and then boom, that technically counts. Now, the next one is to craft one epic rarity or above armor. And there's a few ways that you can do this. To get the blueprints, you can either use the wish machine, which means you might have to gamble, which, or you can get a blueprint for one of the armor pieces. Where are we at here? Blueprints. Kind of relatively early-ish. I'm getting close to it myself, which is the beret frag blueprint. It says here how to get. You can unlock by completing the Daughter's Greeting task issued by T-Man in Shelter Delta. So basically, you just go to him to complete that quest, and then you'll get the blueprint for this. And epic is you want the purple background for that, so that'll allow you to then craft this and satisfy that season goal. So kind of that's in my opinion, one of the first ways, one of the first and earliest times that you can encounter a epic blueprint without having to gamble for it. So there's that. Now this one's pretty easy. Kill 10 monsters with a turret inside your territory. So basically you got to make a turret and then kill 10 monsters. Now I believe I was able to do it just by having rabbits kind of come into my territory, and then my turret took care of it because I completed that without having to use a turret, I guess. I'm not quite sure. But if that's not the case for you, it's still not, doesn't seem to be, working, you can still very easily, I say easily, but, it is a challenge. By doing the territory purification, you could do just the basic level one, just get the lowest level enemies spawning, and then have a turret or two take care of them. Just make sure that, they kill 10 before you start kind of, helping out. Or at least, bring down the enemies and then let your turret finish it off, however you want to do that. But that's basically, kind of the fastest ways to just quick get it done is to just do a territory purification and have your turrets take care of the enemies that spawn. So that's pretty, not too terrible either. Now, when it comes to reaching 60 watts of territory power, basically for this, you're going to need to make generators, and the solar generator is one of the earlier ones that gets unlocked, and I think you'll need, depending on if you have the electric eel deviation or not, you'll need either 2 to 4 solar power generators. The electric eel basically boosts your generator, so if you have that, you might need fewer. But it kind of depends on how much power you're drawing and how many electric eels you have and all that. So at the very most, you might need 3 or 4. At the very least, 2 or 3 basically. And once you have those in your base, powering stuff up, you'll get your 60 territory power basically that way. So pretty easy, just got to make some generators basically. Now this next one is basically the next version of a goal challenge that we had in phase 1, which is during territory purification. We have to defeat level 25 enemies now without this filter over here taking any damage. So if your strategy that you used worked before, do the same thing, just beef up your defenses a little bit more, I would say. For example, I know that when I do 25, I still have to do the other one. I'll be doing that very shortly, so oh boy. I know I'll be, reinforcing this, putting just another layer around, using better materials, stronger materials, and then getting some turrets set up as well. Just making this a little defendable area. And so that's kind of the goal, basically, is to just really defend your territory, make sure this doesn't get damaged. And then I believe the last one here is to reach calibration +6 on any weapon. So to do that, you're probably gonna have to make a tier 3 version of a weapon. I know at the very least you should be able to do this on a weapon that has a gold background, which I know you can get through the wish machine. I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but it is like one of the easier, quote unquote, like legendary or whatever the gold one stands for. In my mind, it's legendary weapons that gets unlocked, like with the kind of with the concept of materialization quest. It kind of like introduces you to how the wish machine works, and the tutorial that it puts you through, it basically, again, I don't want to say it guarantees it, but there's a very high chance that you can get the SOCR rifle, which is this guy right here. So, you know, there's that, I guess. Or at least the purple version, you know, whatever this is. And from there, you know, you just got to make like the tier 3 version of it that will get the 6 stars unlocked. Right here at tier 2, we just have the 4. It can only be calibrated 4 times. If you make the tier 3 version, you'll be able to calibrate it 6 times. So that's kind of the goal for you there. Suggest do what you gotta do, which for me means I need to make the intermediate gear workbench, and then I can go ahead and make this, obviously, once I have the necessary materials as well. So that is how you gotta do that. You just gotta make the right tier weapon, and then basically just get the gear workbench and calibrate it, make sure you got the materials, and that's really it. So it's like not like the most complex of season goals. It's just a lot of like making sure you have materials, and then progressing like with quests, mostly just so you can get certain blueprints unlocked. So doing like a lot of like the exploration, because that's a good way to get blueprints, as well as, like I said, the quests too. And if you have money to burn, you can certainly do the wish machine, but, you know, that's a gamble, and that's scary. So, but yeah, if you guys have any other tips for how to complete these relatively quickly or anything like that, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.